Hello everybody, welcome back. Today, we will tell you about one of DC Comics' strongest characters, Shazam, or as he was formerly known, Captain Marvel. It all began in 1939 when the success of Batman and Superman DC comic superheroes inspired artist Charles Clarence Beck and writer Bill Parker to create a new hero, Captain Thunder, for a small-time publisher known as Fawcett Publications. Later, artist Pete Costanza proposed to change Captain Thunder's name to Captain Marvelous, which was shortened by the editors to Captain Marvel. An interesting fact, the physical appearance of Captain Marvel was based on that of Fred McMurray, a popular American actor of that time. Captain Marvel debuted in the 1940s Whiz Comics number 2 and rapidly grew to become the most popular superhero of the era. He was even more popular than the world-famous Superman. Captain Marvel was so popular that in 1941 he got his own series, Captain Marvel Adventures. He even came to influence pop culture, with Elvis Presley reportedly modeling his gaudy stage costumes after the colorfully dressed hero. Captain Marvel continued to appear in Whiz Comics, as well as occasional appearances in other Fawcett comics. Believing that Captain Marvel looked too much like Superman, DC, then known as Detective Comics, sued Fawcett, who, as a result, agreed to never publish Captain Marvel again. As the rights to Captain Marvel were in question, rival publisher Marvel Comics assumed the copyright and created their own character in the 1960s, named Captain Marvel. In the 1970s, DC licensed the original Captain Marvel from Fawcett and began publishing comics under the title Shazam. For decades, both Marvel and DC claimed a hero named Captain Marvel, until DC permanently renamed their hero Shazam in 2012. The basic details in Whiz Comics number 2 of how Billy Batson gained superpowers and became a champion for good have remained intact for almost 80 years. Billy, a 12-year-old orphan, is lured into an abandoned subway station where a magical subway car transported him to the Rock of Eternity that held statues epitomizing the 7 deadly enemies of man, including envy, lust, greed, pride, wrath, sloth, and gluttony. Within the cavern, Billy met the ancient wizard Shazam, who for thousands of years was a champion of mankind. He had observed Billy as he dealt with the hardships of his young life, and was impressed with Billy's irrepressible altruism and optimism. So the wizard Shazam determined Billy was the worthy and proper recipient of the power. By speaking Shazam's name, a bolt of magic lightning transformed Billy into a magical adult superhero, in a red suit, yellow boots, and a white and gold cape, with a lightning symbol on his chest. Captain Marvel was charged by the wizard with a mission to fight as a champion for good. Whiz Comics number 2 also introduced Captain Marvel's evil archenemy, Dr. Thaddeus Sivana. This villain will also appear in the new film Shazam, where he will be played by Mark Strong.